Hi students, I welcome to all of you to this DM Study Center. Dear students, myself Dhiraj Mondal, Assistant Professor JS College of Engineering, and this is my YouTube channel DM Study Center. Here you will be getting this lecture, and this is my Telegram channel where the notes and PDF and all this will be uploaded here. So you can connect me here. This is my phone number, email ID, any kind of any kind of doubt you can ask me here. Okay, now basically we are discussing the fluid mechanics. Okay, in the fluid mechanics subject today we will be discussing about the dynamics of fluid flow, but before this discussion we will be talking about little bit then some numerical solution of the previous lecture where I had given some assignment to you on kinematics of fluid flow. So we will be discussing that homework also. Okay, and one more important thing I would like to share with you that GIS College of Engineering in Mechanical Engineering Department, the admission is open. You can connect here. This is the phone number. This is the email ID of the admission cell, or you can visit this website for any kind of information or any other information related to mechanical engineering department. You can ask me here. This is my phone number and this is also my WhatsApp number. You can text me. Okay, so let us discuss without wasting the time. Let us discuss the kinematics of fluid flow. Little bit numerical will be discussed here. Okay, so first of all, let us discuss this numerical 15.15. This was your homework. You know that last class I given you. This is your homework. So I hope you have solved this problem. Now if you haven't solved this problem, you can see this lecture here. I will be discussing one by one. So first of all, let us go through the numerical. Sketch the streamline represented by psi is equal to x square plus y square. Also find out the velocity and its direction at point 1 2. So basically psi is the stream function, you know, and the equation of psi is given x square plus y square. Now you know the velocity component, u is the velocity component along x axis and v is the velocity component along y axis. So and capital V is the resultant velocity, isn't it? So u is equal to, we can write u is equal to, we know that minus del phi by del x, or we can write minus del psi by del y. So here it is written minus del psi by del y is the u, and v is equal to what? V is equal to del psi by del x. So that is coming from the definition of stream function. Okay, now del psi by del x, the psi value of psi is given x square plus y square. So put the value and differentiate with respect to y. You will be getting minus 2y, because you know the differentiation. There is nothing to discuss here. Now next is your v is equal to del psi by del x. So again put the value of psi here. You will be getting del psi by del x is equal to 2x. Now why I have differentiated this one? Because we need to find out the u and v, because resultant velocity ultimately you need to find out, and the direction also. So at point 1 2, the velocity component, you know, u is equal to minus 2y. So put the value of y. This is the value of x and this is the value of y. So put the value of y, you will be getting u is equal to minus 4 unit per second. Okay, as the unit is not given, so it is written unit per second. V is equal to 2 into 1, because x is equal to 1. So 2 into 1, so it is equal to 2 unit per second. Now the resultant velocity root over 4 minus 4 square plus 2 square. So ultimately root over 20 means 4.47 unit per second. So this is the resultant velocity. So resultant velocity means this is your resultant velocity. So this value is 4.47. Now how I can draw this diagram? Here in the question it is asked that sketch the streamlines, and तो यहाँ पर देखो क्या है, the 2, that means if it is your x axis, if it is your y axis, if it is your x axis, if it is your y axis, then y is equal to the some positive value 2, so y is equal to 2, and x is equal to negative value -4, so it is your 0 point na 0 0, so ultimately this is your -4, this is your +2, so the resultant would be like this. Okay, this is your resultant value, so that v is equal to 4.47. now tan theta, what is tan theta? Tan theta is the direction. Okay, so direction is equal to, you know, tan theta is equal to this perpendicular by base, so perpendicular is equal to v, base by base is equal to 4, because only magnitude you have to take, so that direction you can get theta is equal to 26.34 degree. Okay, so this is the 26 degree 34 minute is the direction, that is the angle. Okay, resultant velocity makes an angle with 26 degree 34 minute with respect to x axis. Okay, clear? Now again you need to find out, that means the streamline equation you need to, that means that is streamline you need to find out. Now you know, here you can see sketch the streamline. You know that psi is equal to x square plus y square. Now let us consider psi is equal to 1. So if psi is equal to 1, then x square plus y square is equal to 1. Psi is equal to 2, x square plus y square is equal to 2. Psi is equal to 3, x square plus y square is equal to 3. So can you see what is the equation? X square plus a square plus y square plus b square is this type of equation. Have you seen anywhere? That means here basically this is this type of equation, basically it is following some equation of the circle. So it is the equation of the circle. So x square plus by y, a square plus y square by b square is equal to 1, r radius square. Okay, that means this is basically radius 1, x square plus y square is equal to r square. Okay, so this is the radius, r is the radius, so r is equal to 1. When r is equal to 1, this is the streamline function. Okay, streamline, and the streamline equation is the diagram. This is r is equal to 2, this is r is equal to 3. Okay, so ultimately this is the case of streamline. Okay, so I hope it is clear. Next, coming to the next problem number 15.16. The velocity component in a two-dimensional flow field for an incompressible fluid are as follows. So it is told that it is an incompressible fluid, and the velocity component is what? U is equal to this, V is equal to this. Obtain an expression for the stream function psi. You have to obtain the expression for the stream function psi. Now you can see here, u is equal to given, v is equal to given. Now what you have to obtain is stream function psi you have to obtain. So first of all, you know that the velocity component in terms of the stream function, you know that del psi by del x is equal to what? V, and we know that minus del psi by del y is equal to u, that you know, or you can write this is plus, this is minus. So that is written here, del psi by del x is equal to u, and value of u is given, it is del psi by del y is equal to minus u, and it is the value. Okay, now what you need to find out? You need to find out the equation of psi. So first of all, integrate this equation 1. So integrate this equation 1, what we will be getting this this del psi, the ultimately the equation will be del psi is equal to integration of del psi is equal to, this is your integration x square x y square minus 2y minus x cube by 3 into del x. So ultimately if you are integrating this one, you will be getting this is with respect to x you have to integrate. So x square by 2, that means you know that integration of x dx is what, x square by 2. So x square by x square y square by 2, here y is the constant. Now 2xy, this is your 2xy and this one is your x to the power 4 by 4 by 3 plus k. Why k? Because k is the integrating constant. I see, integrating constant. Clear? Now again I have to differentiate this psi with respect to y. Why? Because we need to equate this equation and this equation. So with respect to y, if I am differentiating, you can see from the equation 3, this is your equation. Now if I am differentiating with respect to y, so what you will be getting, 2x square y by 2 minus 2x minus del k by del y, this is your integrating constant I told you. So del k by del y is equal to this one, because already in the equation number 2 we have seen that del psi by del y is equal to minus sorry, 1 minute please. So here you can see psi is equal to this. Okay, now this is k is the integrating constant. Now if I am differentiating psi with respect to y, we will be getting, this is your equation del k by, in terms of del k by del y. But here these two cancel out, so x square y minus 2x plus del k by del y. Now this del psi by del y, this equation already I have got, this equation I have got, del psi by del y is equal to this. If this equation is a like this and this is also a equation in equation 2, so this equation and this equation will be equal. So put the value, that means del psi by del y is equal to minus y square by 3 plus 2x minus 2x plus x square y. Now mathematically this equation is equal to this equation, so that I am putting here. You can see this is your equation. You can see this is your equation. This one is equal to ultimately equal, this one equal na x square y, this one is equal to this one. So ultimately if you are equating this one, you will be getting del k by del y with in terms of y. Okay, so now if once I have got this del k by del y, you can integrate this part again, so that you will be getting k. So k is equal to integration of minus y square by 3 into dy. So ultimately y minus y to the power 4 by 12 is the k, is the value of k. Now put the value of k, x psi is equal to what? Psi is equal to, you know, this is your equation. In this equation psi is equal to x square y square by 2 minus 2xy minus x to the power 4 by 12, this one, and this is the value of k minus y to the power 4 by 12. So this is the answer. Okay, so I hope it is clear how the equation of stream function is coming. I hope it is clear. Now this is your again another numerical problem number 17. Here in a two-dimensional flow, dimensional incompressible fluid flow, the velocity, the fluid velocity, incompressible flow, the fluid velocity component are given by u is equal to this, v is equal to this. So the velocity potential exists and determine in its form. Find also the stream function. So very important problem. That means here you have to show the velocity potential exists and you have to determine its form, and also you have to find the stream function. U is equal to given, v is equal to given. So del u del y, Del u del x you can find out easily, del v del y you can find out easily. So del u del x plus del v del y is equal to 0. As it is coming 0, hence the flow is continuous and velocity potential exists. How we can say? Because we know that the this is the continuity equation. This is the continuity equation del u del x plus del v del y. Now this continuity it is equal to, if it is 0, then it is following the continuity equation. Then once it is following the continuity equation, we can say the flow is continuous and velocity potential exists, and phi is the velocity potential. Okay, velocity potential function. Okay, now let us find out the del phi by del x, where phi is the velocity potential velocity potential function. Del phi by del x, how we can find it? We know that u is equal to minus del phi by del x and v is equal to minus del phi by del y. So put the value, that means you know that del phi by del x, you can differentiate this one, minus u, del phi by del x minus v, you can differentiate. So this is the equation what we have got. Now integrating constant, this from, that means if I am integrating, so we will be getting phi is equal to minus x square by 2 plus 4xy plus c is the integrating constant. That means this equation from this equation I am integrating. Okay, equation 1 I am integrating, so we will be getting this one. Now again the same process what I have done earlier in the previous previous problem. Del phi by del y you have to find out. Here basically we are putting differentiating this equation number 3. So del phi by del y is equal to, this one is all 0, it is your 4x, it is your del c by del y, del c by del y. Okay, now this equation del phi by del y is equal to this equation. So this equation and this equation equal. So ultimately put the value. So del phi by del y is equal to, also we know that y plus 4x. Now this is also an equation. So 4x plus del c by del y is equal to y plus 4y. So ultimately del c by del y is equal to y. So this is the value. Now you know that if I am again integrating this part, del c by del y is equal to y, you will be getting y square by 2 plus c1, because again we have integrating. Okay, now c1 is a constant of integration which is independent of x and y. Now c is equal to y square by 2. So put the value, phi is equal to, we will be getting minus x square by 2 plus 4xy plus this is your c, because you know that here you can see phi, the value of phi, this is the value of phi, this is the value of phi na. So here we are putting this value of c. So if you are putting this value of c, you will be getting the answer. Okay, so I hope it is clear how we can find out this phi. So it is the equation of phi. Okay, phi is the velocity potential function. This is your one answer. Now value of stream function you need to find out. So let us consider psi is the stream function. Now again we need to know that what is v, what is u is equal to minus del psi by del y, and v is equal to del psi by del x. So this is the function. Now again I am integrating this one psi with this equation psi and del psi by del x, so we will be getting in terms of k. Now you can see in terms of k what we have got, k is the integrating constant. Now again what we are doing, we will be doing del psi by del y with you have to differentiate this one, and after differentiating you have to equal this part and this part. Okay, this part and this part, so that you will be getting the value of psi. So let us see. Here you can see del psi by del x is equal to this. Now in terms of del k by del y we have got, and again we know that del psi by del x is equal, del y is equal to minus 4 plus 4y, already it is given. Now Again this equation is equal to this equation, so up and after that you will be getting del k by del y is equal to 4y, and k is equal to, if I am integrating this part, you will be getting k is equal to 2y square. So psi is equal to minus yx minus x square plus y is minus 2x square plus 2y square. So this is your equation. So I hope it is clear. Now let us discuss about the types of motion. So in the kinematics of fluid flow, the types of motion is very important. Basically, a fluid particle while moving may undergo any one or combination of following types of displacement. You may see there will be some linear or transmission or linear translation or pure translation. You may see linear deformation, you may see angular deformation, and rotation. So linear translation is basically it is, you can see in the diagram, you can easily see the linear translation means this whole body is linearly translate. Okay, parallel to each other. Okay, so this body, you can see it is parallel to each other. It is basically defined as the movement of a fluid element in such a way that it moves bodily from one position to another position, and the two axes AB, this is the axis AB, this axis AB, and you can see two axes AB and CD. It is basically represented new position A dot B dot and C dot D dot are parallel to each other. This body is moving and it is parallel to each other. But in case of linear deformation, basically the linear deformation is defined as the deformation of fluid element in linear direction when the element moves. You can see this is your A dot, A, B, C, D. Now what we have seen, the A dot B dot is new position, you can see. So linearly it is basically moving. Okay, the axes of the element in the deformed position and undeformed position are parallel. Okay, this is a deformed position and this is the undeformed position, so it is parallel to each other. Okay, parallel to each other. But their length change. You can see the length is changing, na? The length here, basically this is the position, new position, old position, and this is the new position. So you can say the length is changing, but the undeformed position, it is your parallel to each other, isn't it? So this is a linear deformation. Now that if I am talking about the angular deformation, you can see here it is your angular deformation. So the body is basically with an angle it is moving, and pure rotation is totally it is rotating. Okay, so basically you can see the angular deformation, it is defined as the average change in the angle contained by two adjacent sides. Here basically the shear strain is equal to half into del theta 1 plus del theta 2. So ultimately this is the equation. Angular deformation is equal to half into del theta 1 into plus del theta 2, and shear strain, what we will be getting, minus a half into del v by del x by del u by del y. But the rotation is very important. What is the rotation? Basically it is defined as the movement of fluid element in such a way that both of its axes, horizontal as well as vertical, rotate in same direction as shown in figure. You can see this is the figure. So basically the rotation is defined as the movement. Here you can see the movement of a fluid element in such a way that both of its axes, that means axis means either these three axes x, y and z. So if I am taking xy, either you can take xy plane, either we can take xz plane, either we can take yz plane. Okay, so both of its axes, horizontal as well as vertical, okay, vertical axis rotate in the same direction. It is not rotating in the different direction, it is rotating in the same direction. Okay, in the figure you can see it is rotating in the same direction. Okay, both the axes which is perpendicular to each other. Okay, So basically the rotational component, yeah, in case of this one angular deformation or shear deformation, it is also called shear deformation. Okay, so here basically some shear strain is we will be getting some shear strain, because you can see by basically in case of angular deformation, basically it is defined as the average change in the angle obtained by two adjacent side. So basically x axis either you can rotate like this and y axis you can rotate. So average angular angle contained by two adjacent side. That means if I am taking that let theta del theta 1 and del theta 2 is the average change in angle between two adjacent side of a fluid element. You can see here del theta 2 and del theta 1 and theta 2. Then we can say that angular deformation or shear rate is equal to what? Angular deformation or shear rate is equal to half into del theta 1 plus del theta 2, where del theta 1 is equal to del v by del x. You can see del v by del x into dx. Okay, and del theta 2 is equal to, you can see, del u by del y into dy. So ultimately the angular deformation is equal to half into del theta 1 plus del theta 2, and shear strain rate is equal to half into del v by del x plus del u by del y. So keep it in your mind when you will be solving some numerical. Now this is very important, this part pure rotation. Here basically it is defined as the movement, that means it is the movement of a fluid element. একটা fluid element move করছে, fluid element এইভাবে move করছে that both of its axis, either x and y, if I am taking x and y, then both of its axis, horizontal and vertical, rotate in the same direction. ওকে, একই ডাইরেকশনে রোটেট করছে, বোঝা গেল? তাহলে ম্যাথমেটিক্যালি হোয়াট উই ক্যান রাইট, mathematically if I am taking del wz, so wz can be written as half into del v by del x minus del u by del y. Why? Because I j k del, this is the you can see the matrix I j k del x, sorry, del by del x, del by del y, del by del z, u v w. Okay, so if it is your matrix, so here basically half. So basically if I am talking about the wz, that means with respect to xy plane, the rotational component, with respect to xy rotational component, you need to find out. Okay, so the wz you can write, so the xy that means here wz is equal to half into, you can see, this part and this part will be eliminated, and here basically del v by del x minus del u by del y. So this is the wz. Clear? This is the wz. I hope it is clear. Wz is equal to what? Del v by this part and this part will be eliminated, so my half into del v by del x minus del u by del y. Similarly, if I want to write what is the wx, so wx is equal to half, same process, half into this part and this part will be eliminated at that time. So ultimately del w by del y minus del v by del z, del w by del y minus del v by del z. Matrix, the properties of matrix. Similarly wy we can write, this part and this part will be eliminated, this part, middle portion, middle column and upper row will be eliminated. Okay, so it will be del u by del x, del u by del z. Why? Because minus, in case of a matrix, you know that in case of matrix what happened, plus minus plus. So in case of y, this part will be wy will be my half into del u by del z minus del w by del x, because of মাইনাস, এই মাইনাস সাইন এলিমিনেট করার জন্য আমি এটা করলাম, ঠিক আছে। তার মানে এখানে আই জে কে ডেল ডেল এক্স ডেল ডেল ওয়াই আর ডেল ডেল জেড, आई जे के डेल डेल एक्स डेल डेल वाई डेल डेल जेड and x y z. So w y is equal to, this part will be eliminated, this part will be, so this is equal to, this will be is equal to what, u v w, এটা u v w না, তাহলে del u by del z minus del u del w by del x, that is equal to w y. Okay, so you can see here what I have discussed, that is written here, you can see. Another way to remember this equation, देखो w z z here basically it is written z, z লিখলে এখানে x y নেই, z x y, এখানে আছে x লেখা আছে, x লিখলে x y z, y লেখা আছে, y লেখা থাকলে y z x, তার মানে লাস্ট নিচের দিকে ডেল লিখে দিলেই হচ্ছে, ঠিক আছে। তার মানে ডাব্লিউ জেড মানে হচ্ছে হাফ ইন্টু নিচে ডেল ওয়ার্কস, এটা হচ্ছে ডেল ওয়াই, এবার এখানে ওয়াই থাকলে এটা এখানে ওয়াই এর কম্পোনেন্ট হয়ে যাবে, তাহলে ডেল ভি, এখানে এক্স আছে মানে এখানে এক্স এর কম্পোনেন্ট মানে ডেল ইউ। ওকে, সো দিস ইজ হাউ ইউ ক্যান ফাইন্ড আউট এগেন। Similarly x, so wx is equal to half into del y x y z। ওকে, এখানে z এর কম্পোনেন্ট আছে মানে এখানে ডেল w হয়ে যাবে, এখানে y এর কম্পোনেন্ট আছে মানে এটা ডেল v হয়ে যাবে। ওকে, সিমিলারলি এটা y z x, z এর কম্পোনেন্ট আছে তো এখানে w, x এর কম্পোনেন্ট আছে এখানে u। ক্লিয়ার? সো দিস ইজ হাউ ইউ ক্যান ফাইন্ড আউট দ্য রোটেশন। ওকে, so rotational component. Next is very very important, vorticity. What do you mean by vorticity? It is basically defined as the value of twice of the rotation, hence it is given as 2w. Vorticity is basically কি বললাম 2w, twice of the rotation is called vorticity. Now let us solve this numerical, very very important numerical, and this will be your and your lecture will be end after this numerical. 5.18, a fluid flow is given, v is equal to this, find the shear strain rate and state whether the flow is rotational or irrotational. How you can say the flow is rotational or irrotational? Let us see. Basically the shear strain rate is what? Shear strain rate is equal to, you know, I have discussed half into del v by del x plus del u by del y. This is the shear strain rate. Okay, so you need to find out the shear strain rate, and also you need to say that whether the value, that means the fluid flow is rotational or irrotational. So you know that if wz is not equal to 0, then we can say the flow is rotational. If it is 0, then the fluid is rotational. Okay, irrotational. Okay, so here basically first of all you can see v is equal to this is given, so here this is your u and this is your v, because this is the component of x, I and j. So u is equal to this, so del u by del x is equal to, you can find out, so and del u by del y is equal to, you can easily find out, differentiate. So after differentiation, del u by del x and del u by del y I can find out. Next, v is equal to this one, so del v by del x and del v by del y I can easily find out. Now what do you need to find out? Shear strain rate. So that is also already I have told last in the previous lecture, that means before few minutes, half into del v by del x plus del u by del y, so ultimately minus tan x is the shear strain rate. I hope it is clear. Next, second number question was rotation whether it is irrotational or rotational, that you need to find out. So rotation in xy plane is given by the equation. You know that equation, we know wz is equal to what? Half into, here it is x, so write down x, z, so write down x, and xy, this is your y, so here it is your del v, this is your x, here it is your del u. Now you know del v by del y, del v by del x already I have got right now, minus 10 20 xy, and del u by del y is equal to 0, so minus 10 xy. As the rotation wz is not equal to 0, okay, wz is not equal to 0, hence it is rotational. And if it is equal to 0, then it will be called irrotational flow. Okay, so what do you mean by rotational and irrotational? देखो, rotational flow means when the fluid is flowing along x-axis, then also it is rotating with respect to its own axis. It is called rotational flow. Okay, so here we have got wz component is not equal to 0, so that we can say the flow is rotational. देखो, flow is rotational means what? If I am talking about the boundary layer theory, then the fluid is coming into contact of the boundary layer theory. Here the rotational is occurring. That means it is your fluid particle, so some twisting moment or some shear strain will be experienced in that fluid particle. But if it is here, then there will not be any kind of rotational movement. That means here what happened, this portion will be moving forward and this portion will be moving backward, and the fluid is rotating. So because of this rotation, there will be some losses inside the fluid. So I hope it is clear. This is the very important problem, and up to this this is the 15.19. It is your homework. Solve it in your home. Very important problem. Okay, again here basically again I'm saying you, that means the it is just I'm solving the 15.19 velocity component is given. Show this component represent a possible case of an irrotational flow. If it is irrotational flow, then wz should be 0, isn't it? So u is equal to this, so del u by del x is equal to, you can find out, del u by del y is equal to, you can find out, v is equal to this, so del v by del y is equal to, we can find out, del v by del x is equal to, we can find out. Now for two-dimensional flow, this is the continuity equation. So continuity equation already I have got this value, so put all the value, you can see this is equal to 0. It is a possible case if it is 0. Once I have got this continuity equation, it is satisfying the continuity equation. For two-dimensional flow, I have got this continuity equation. So del u by del x plus del v by del x is equal to, if I am putting the value, you will be getting 0. So it is a possible case of fluid flow. If it is not satisfying the continuity equation, and the stream function also, you can say, then it will we can say that it is not the possible case of fluid flow. Now the case of rotation, wz is equal to this formula, we know. Put the value of del v by del x and del u by del x here, you will be getting 0. So if it is 0, then we can say the rotation is 0. If the rotation is 0, then it means it is case of irrotational flow. That means the fluid is irrotational, it is not rotating with respect to its own axis. Okay, so once again I am telling you, for in case of possible case of fluid flow, it should satisfy the continuity equation. You know that continuity equation, del u by del x plus del v by del y plus del w by del z is equal to 0. Okay, also you can say if it is satisfying the psi, okay, equation of psi, then it is also a possible case of fluid flow. So in case of possible case of fluid flow, the continuity equation must satisfy, and rotation, in case of rotational irrotational flow, the rotational component should be 0. In case of irrotational flow, in case of rotational flow, the rotational component should not be 0. Clear? So I hope it is clear today up to this. And one more important thing, I would like to say that the admission is open in JS College of Engineering, Mechanical Engineering Department. You can see this is the admission. In this number you can call, and this is the mail ID and website. You can visit the website. Okay, and all these what I have discussed, you can. This is the assignment, and you can solve this assignment and submit it to my official mail. This is my official mail, and this lecture will be uploaded in DMS Study Center YouTube channel. This is the link. Subscribe my channel and press the bell icon to get everyday notification. For PDF you can join to my Telegram channel. Okay, so once you have completed this lecture, you can write done sir, so that I will be aware that you are following my lecture. Any kind of query you can ask me, I will get back to you. Okay, thank you for listening. Jai Hind.